afternoon. Welcome again to Job Barcelona. It's a pleasure for me to introduce you Alena Lipkova, Elisa Lajolo, y Pauline de Klerk. They are the three, they are in PTC, offering us the conference title, Hiring for Brains and Passions. Alena Lipkova is a human resources administrator. Elisa Lajolo is high velocity sales interns supervisor. And Pauline de Klerk is talent acquisition specialist. Starting with an internship, they have a detailed career path for their next apprentices within the high velocity sales department. They will also touch upon their values and mission as a company, what their culture is like, and what their ecosystem is their Barcelona hub looks like. So whenever you like, you can share your screen. Thank you very much for participating in Job Barcelona. Very welcome. So you have 30 minutes. You know the audience that you will have the chance to do questions from our YouTube channel direct.
Perfect. Thank you, Billy, for this nice introduction. I'm Elisa, and later on you will meet also Elena and Pauline. So today we're going to speak about PTC, hiring for brain and passion. You will get to know why later on. So let's move to our agenda for these 30 minutes together. We are going to see what PTC does, who are the people working for PTC, which is our culture with a bit of focus of our culture in PTC Barcelona, and which are the careers opportunities that you can pursue in our company. And later on, absolutely make questions. We will be more than glad to answer them all. So with PTC, a bit of numbers and fast facts. So PTC is a software company that was founded 30 years ago in Boston. So you can see the picture is our headquarters in Boston. Financially wise, we are a very stable company. In fiscal year 18, we had more than 1 billion of revenue, and the commitment of the company is to grow super fast. We have more than 6,000 employees all over the world. So many is also in Europe, and in Barcelona we have a big office, but we have also many of them spread all over France, Germany, Italy, and in all the countries. And as I mentioned before, we can count on a very solid heritage and success stories of our customers, more than 30 years. But what we do? So the mission of PTC is to help customer to take competitive advantage to digital transformation. Digital transformation is the means by which industrial companies capitalize on the physical and digital convergence. So if you watch at our logo, you can see that it represents a P of the physical words, which is merging with the D of the digital words. But what does it mean in concrete? So I will try to keep it simple. Again, question at the end, I will be more than glad. Let's go in a digital factory model. Let's assume that this company is an automotive one, and they have all our suite of solutions. So let's simulate. We have our executive team with the CEO, and they decided that in the strategy of the year, they want to launch a new car. This decision is translated into the engineering department. So all the engineers, they have to really design and make the digital model of our car. And they do it with our CAD solution. Then, same time, the sales and marketing department, maybe they want to launch a campaign on the car, or maybe they want to see how the car looks like because they want to see if the customer would like or not the model. So thanks to our augmented reality solutions, they can, for example, put the digital model of the car on a road. Then if everything goes well, the car goes into production and manufacturing. Here, everything in theory goes very smoothly and fine, but what if a machine breaks? So in this case, thanks to our IoT solutions, the company is actually able to predict if the machine that is producing the car has a downtime. And so they can predict and act on time in order to don't have to lose time to produce the car. But everything goes fine, and then the car is sold, and the person is using the car on the road. But thanks again to our IoT solutions, the the final customer is also able to see what are the performance of the car, if the car has a problem, where is this problem, etc. And also the company itself can actually service on these after sales by supporting the customers. But all this data, where are they going? So we have a final solution that orchestrates all this product development process, which is called Product Lifecycle Management, PLM. And this solution is helping this company to storage all the information and to distribute them to all the roles in the companies. I hope it was clear. Try to keep it simple. But who are our customers? I mentioned the example of an automotive customer. So as you can see, we have many success stories in the automotive industry. But again, the industries they're working with are super diverse. So I also put down some customers in aerospace and defense, in retail and consumer, and medical devices. We spoke about what we do, how we do it, but who are the people working for PTC? So I hope that this video is going to be useful for you.
Hello, my name is Rhonda Morgan, Vice President of Employee Communications and Engagement. It has never been a better time to be part of PTC, and we're excited to introduce you to this smart, passionate global family. We value the brains and passion that each and every employee brings to PTC, and we celebrate and encourage this in a number of ways. We do that by empowering our employees to pursue their ideas and keep reaching for the next. PTC employees are driven by innovation. They create opportunities that encourage learning, curiosity, and growth.
We network, we listen, we participate in the demos, we ask questions.
It doesn't matter if you're young or old. It doesn't matter if you're an intern or an executive. It doesn't matter if you've been here for 6 months or 60 years. You can make a difference.
That's why we're here. We have to make things better. We have to improve where we can, and it pays off.
It's never been a better time to be at PTC. Like our logo suggests, we are bringing physical and digital together. We're doing that in products to create smart connected products. We're doing it with people to create smart connected people. And we're combining smart connected products and smart connected people into smart connected processes. These ideas are very transformational, and companies can use them to change the way that they engineer products, how they sell and market their products, how they manufacture the products, support the customers, and even restructure their service organizations. These are big, powerful ideas, and all of this is possible because of the creativity of the people who come to work at PTC every day.
We have amazing, unique benefits to help our employees flourish in every aspect of their life. Things like an inclusive parental leave, their birthday off, volunteer days, care assistance, and many more great benefits. We are a diverse, global community, and it's our differences that make us better together, creating an environment that gives everyone the opportunity to have a voice, be heard, and make a difference.
PTC has a culture of being able to recognize and value people who are thinking differently.
Do not be afraid to challenge the status quo. Don't wait until the solution comes to you. Come up with a solution.
I feel like I'm having an impact on the community.
Beyond giving back to our employees, we also do everything we can to give back to the communities that we work in. Our corporate social responsibility initiatives are key to our culture. This gives employees the ample opportunity to give back to organizations and communities that they believe in and help us work toward a more sustainable future. We work with you to help you manage your personal work-life balance, having benefits in place to help you manage your personal life and give you the time you need with your friends and family. This is the right time to be at PTC. We can't wait to meet you.
I am PTC.
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 Okay, so my name is Elena, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and probably you're asking some more questions about what was mentioned there. So I would like to let you know a little bit more about the values and the behaviors that we cherish at PTC and what is expected from you. Elisa, can I get a change as well? Okay, so we mentioned this before. PTC hires for brains and passion. So it doesn't really matter if you have an outstanding CV or if you have amazing past experiences. What we care about is about your smarts, and you heard it in the video as well. Smart products, that's what's important for us, and smart people as well. And then we care about your passion. We want you to be passionate about your job. We want you to be passionate about the technology and actually the convergence of the digital and physical world. So if you don't necessarily have all the skills that are necessary for a job, we really believe and are confident that we can work on it together, and you can basically fulfill during your career with PTC whatever is expected, just with the brains and your passion. So about our day-to-day, it means that we really like people being innovative and creative. So if you like providing your ideas, big or small, and see them thrive, then PTC is definitely a place for you. We really want people to bring something new, solve all problems with new solutions, and there's no limit to this proactivity. We are also very inclusive and very, very diverse team. So just BTC Barcelona, where we are based, has around 26 nationalities. So a lot of people from different cultures and backgrounds and experiences, and we all interact quite a lot together. And one last important behavior that we expect from people is to also have fun, because it must be joyful to go to work every day, because we spend a lot of time with our colleagues, and we also then organize a lot of social events to help you, get to know each other, and after working hard, to also, have a little bit of fun. And we mentioned that we are passionate about giving back to community and also having fun. So our 3 main events during the year help us do that. One of them is the Week of Caring, when we cooperate with Barcelona's charities, and we, for example, distribute food for homeless, we donate our clothes to people in need, or we cooperate with a cats shelter, or many other ideas. Basically, sky's the limit. You can bring whatever initiative that you feel passionate about and make it happen, get people on board, and give back to the communities where we live. The same way, we're passionate about Earth Week. Sorry, if we can go back. We're passionate about Earth Week as well, Earth in general, and so that's why we organized Earth Week. And at the moment, we did it virtually because the conditions didn't help us to make it in person. But we tried to be more conscious about the waste we create. We tried to develop clean around the office, for example, and be much more conscious about our impact to planet. And lastly, but it's not least, is the Family Day, because we really care about families. We are a PTC family, and we also want to include everyone else's family in our project. So at least one day a year, we focus on our loved ones, and we introduce them to our products, we show them around, and we share the passion that we have with them as well. Now we can move to the next one. So obviously it's not all, because 3 main events, it's not enough for us. As I mentioned before, when you join PTC Barcelona, you become part of the PTC family, as our high velocity sales director, Annika Krusev, once said, and it's very true. So we also celebrate team successes, we celebrate birthdays, we celebrate Christmas as well with different activities in the office. So you can participate if you like to, and you don't even have to, because we are that diverse. And it's our time to socialize and to unwind. And of course, as I mentioned, the pandemic obviously was not also an easy time for PTC, as in general for no other companies or families. So none of our social events were done in person. We did them all virtually, as you can see on the photos. Our interns team was enjoying the Earth Week. And we really care about the safety of our employees. So that's always the #1 priority. We are currently still on home office, even though our offices are opened for the employees who feel it's for them comfortable and safe to go back. But we empower everyone to make that decision for themselves, because as we said before multiple times, safety is our #1 priority. We also care about the work-life balance, so we offered our employees a variety of policies to care for their family members because it was a very unprecedented, very difficult time for many. And we didn't want to worry anyone more than it was necessary, so we helped them along the way during COVID-19. And we also care about the opinion of all the employees. So we survey employees on a regular basis. And when making decisions that impact employees, we take their opinions, their feedback, their concerns into consideration, so we can create more inclusive workplace. And we mentioned in the video the benefits, and each country has a little bit of different package, but to give you an idea what full-time employees in PTC receive, it's one package for work-life balance. So we offer 23 days of holidays, and the longer you stay with PTC, the more days you receive. We also have birthdays off, so you can decide for yourself how you want to celebrate, and paid parental leave. We also take care of employees in terms of their health by providing private medical insurance, life and injury insurance. And we have plenty of other perks, for example, luncheon vouchers. We also have employee stock purchase. So you can actually buy some PTC stock and be a proud owner. And many other perks, for example, referral bonus, but there's more and more. And I hope you're all excited to join PTC. So we're gonna move the word to Pauline because she's gonna tell you something more about the careers.
Yeah, last but certainly not least, what career possibilities do we have, and how exactly does it work at PTC Barcelona? Here you can see an overview of the different departments that we have. Our high velocity sales department, or the inside sales department, I would say is the biggest department that we currently have. It's about 60% of our current employees in Barcelona. That also encompasses different departments, different teams, and a solid career path within sales. Of course, if you are more interested in maybe technical sales or in compliance, in more sales operations oriented roles, that is of course certainly a possibility. Internal mobility for us is very important, as is career development. According to your interests and your strengths, there are different career paths available. So this is a short overview of the current positions that we currently have open in Barcelona. Whether you are a student looking for an internship, a young graduate that is looking for an entry-level position, or already an experienced professional looking for a change, this is all possible with us. I just want to highlight, of course, given that this is a student career fair, our sales internship program that we will start on the 1st of September again. For which we are currently looking for German, French, and Nordic speakers.
Okay, my moment again. I want to give you an overview of how would you spend the 6 months in the internship. So the first month and a half of the internship is completely dedicated to an onboarding program, which is made up of virtual enablement and also like some kind of task to perform to check your knowledge about our methodologies, products, and processes. Then we will do weekly one-to-one. Actually, now that we're doing this kind of internship like virtually, we are doing a daily daily team meetings, but weekly one-to-one and continuous check because we cannot see each other. Then there are going to be 2 structured feedback sessions where you can provide us feedback on your experience and we can provide you feedback on your growth. It's an ongoing learning, so our solution evolves, our methodologies evolve. So every time you will receive a lot of trainings and then you will attend to many workshops on how to be better what we do. We will do several hopefully team activities. So last year, for example, we did the escape room, or we went for sailing outside Barcelona. So whatever idea, it's perfect. Me, I'm only enjoying them. We also care about your soft skills. So there are some paths that are already, let's say, designed on public speaking, time management, and emotional intelligence. But we want you also to come with your ideas. So what are the soft skills on which you would like to work on? So we're pretty open to your ideas as well. And then we check also before the end of the internship, what are the career opportunities that you can pursue after the internship. Just before to leave the word again to Pauline, in this whole 6 months, you will really do the job. So it's not just a learning by listening internship, but it's really learning by doing. So you will perform the sales job. Okay, so let's go to career path.
So after you finish the internship, as Elisa just described, the typical career path within inside sales or high velocity sales department looks like this. So during the internship, you will be trained to become the best sales professional that you can be. And typically after the internship, there is a promotion to business development representative, which is inbound business development. So that means that you would be qualifying incoming requests from the clients. The next step would be an account development representative, and those are the hunters. They really go prospecting into the market and hunting for new business. And both teams then hand off those qualified leads to our account executives, which is the last step within our inside sales department, who take care of closing of the deals, end of the sales cycle, and more account management responsibilities.
And then we thought it's the best idea to actually share a personal story, so you don't hear only in general about PTC. So I joined in November 2019, not in high velocity sales department, but in HR, but I joined as an intern. And it wasn't an easy choice because I couldn't go for any person interview, and I really missed having this personal touch and feeling the environment around the office, the people around. So I was really worried about my first days, but the first day was nothing like expected, and much more than I hoped for. Everyone in PTC still, even if it's your first day or your last day, in any moment, they're all very friendly, they're very easygoing, and they're very welcoming. So everyone that first day stopped by my desk, introduced themselves, and my first challenge was actually trying to remember all those names, and I failed, let me tell you. But over the time, it obviously improved. And the same first impression that I had on first day, that stayed with me. I always asked a lot of questions. There was always someone who would patiently answer all of them, even the repeated ones. I was always made like part of the team. There's no difference if you are an intern or full-time employee. You're part of the team, and you deliver value, and that's what matters in the company. And even now, when I'm a full-time employee, my role is always the same. Ideas are welcome. We are not afraid to receive feedback because we all want to improve. So if you want to thrive in a workplace and be listened to, then certainly do not hesitate and look for some of our opportunities. Pauline?
So should you decide to apply to PTC, this is our typical recruitment process. As Elena mentioned before, we hire for brains and passion. We care more about your personality, your brains and your passions than about your previous experiences. For our internship program, there would be a slight change in that you would first have an interview with talent acquisition, which is me, after with Elisa, who is the hiring manager, and then a last call as well with Alena, who is our HR representative. For other positions, we also like to add in an interview with a peer or a cross-function team member. So to give you really a very solid idea of what exactly is our culture, what is our team atmosphere like, and to give you a really good idea of what will be what you can expect from working with us. So whether you are looking for a change or you're looking to start your career in sales, don't hesitate to have a look on our LinkedIn page or on our career page on our PTC website, where you can always apply directly. Or in the next slide, you will also see our contact details. Don't hesitate to just get in touch with us directly. We are always open for new talent. So thank you very much.
No, yeah, I would say that you have 5 minutes left, but I've seen that you have been perfect, Jasmine. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect on time. Please follow. Sorry to interrupt you, Pauline.
Yeah, just to say thank you very much for attending our PTC conference. And we are very happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you so much. Elisa, Alena, and Pauline, thank you so much for this presentation, for getting to know a little bit more PTC. I'm sure that many of our candidates didn't know you, and now they know you better. This is a great company, great opportunities. We have your offers in Job in Planet, and many candidates have signed up. I would like you to stop sharing the screen so we can have the Q&A section, seeing your face better. And I have many questions here. One is about the backgrounds, about the people that you are searching. The backgrounds could have to be technical profiles or can be a mix. So which kind of backgrounds are the ones that you mostly demand?
Maybe Pauline, you can go.
I can take that one. Not necessarily technical. For example, if people come from a business background, administration, for example, that is highly valuable as well, especially for a high velocity sales department.
So other profiles. And about the question of the title, about the brain and the passion, no? They want to know, how do you see if a candidate has this brain and this passion? How do you measure and how do you see that?
I can take that one as well if you want. We all have a little bit our own ways to measure brains and passion throughout the interview process. It's something that will come back in every step of the way through the general interview questions, let's say, in which we care also about not just the content of your answer, but how you decide to answer certain questions. And for example, for passion as well, the energy you convey, the interest you show, the preparation you have done before the interview are always factors that can play in this.
Great. And what are the profiles that are most difficult to find? Do you find some profiles that are more difficult?
The Nordic language market is not an easy profile to find. This is for, on the language side. On the technical side, I would say, in my opinion, the more difficult profiles to find are the exactly very technical ones with a very specific education in technical computer science.
Computer science. Great. If our candidates would like to do the internships in other countries rather than in Barcelona, could they apply in also at the office or by Job Barcelona saying so, or do you have also the possibilities to brief these candidates?
We do internships in various countries all over Europe. So yes, of course, they can contact us through Job Planet, and then we'll put them in touch with the right people.
Great. And we have seen also the question about the creativity and the critical thinking as soft skills, no? So another question is about which ones are the most important? These ones are the most important for you, or there are other soft skills that you value the most? Which ones?
I would say that for the internship itself, much more than the skill set, it's important the attitude of the student. So what we really valued a lot is curiosity, as the CEO was saying in the video, and proactivity, because the company is innovative. It wants the people to really express their voice and come up with ideas. And another attitude that it's really, it's helping actually the student to handle the internship successfully is the flexibility, because being a software company in this moment precisely, it means to be very prepared to change strategy to be competitive on the market, no? So it requires the people to have a very elastic mindset and to be able to switch maybe to activity from an activity to another one, or really come up with ideas. So on the skill side, of course, everything that it's already there, it's appreciated. So if the person is a fantastic public speaker, it's already great, but it's not required because we can work it together. And on the rest of the skill set, we also do something in the program called training pills. So basically, every interns prepare a kind of workshop for the rest of the others. Maybe somebody is super strong on something, as I mentioned, on public speaking, and they are doing this kind of peer-to-peer education by sharing their workshop. So we can also variegate a bit on the soft skills.
And that's great, no? Learning within the team, no? With the capacities of the different members of a team. And here we have a question from Rodrigo. He says, are there employment options for recent graduates? Cannot sign an university internship agreement anymore? We have seen that in Job Planet, there is only the possibility of internship in this moment. He has Spanish and English language skills. Does this person have any possibilities, maybe? Or how can they apply, maybe?
We currently, for that particular profile, have no junior positions open, but of course we are always open to have conversations with candidates, if not for now, for possible future opportunities. Our team is always growing. In that case, I mean, anyone feel free to contact me directly, either through Job Planet or through email or through LinkedIn. I'm always open for conversations.
Great. How many junior candidates you normally hire in a year? This is another question. More or less an average or an idea.
For our internship program, I think it's around 35 per year, Elisa.
Last year it was half of the team, so 50%. So it really depends on of course, on the strategy of the company. The aim is actually to hire them all. In some cases, that the student have to go back to studies, so it's impossible for that reason. But usually, when the experience is positive, our will is of course to keep the person within the team, since we cared a lot on and we invested a lot on the onboarding sides. We want to keep them.
The conditions about the internship, what conditions? Timetables, conditions, advantages for the students to be doing their internship in PTC?
Maybe I can answer that one. The conditions are, number one, we require to have university agreement. So it has to be, as Rodrigo mentioned before, he doesn't have the possibility to sign one, but we require one from any student. We offer monthly allowance to all our interns, and we also offer luncheon vouchers that also adds to the package. And our internships are from 9 to 5. Those are basically the hard benefits, but also you have to consider that we don't want anyone to prepare coffee or just make scans or anything like that. On the contrary, we want them to learn, we want them to improve themselves, and that I think is the major advantage of this internship.
Great, thank you. And what do I need to know to be well prepared for my interview, for example, if I want to be interviewed in PTC? Give some tips.
Well, the best tip I can give is preparation. do some research on the company beforehand, and your motivation. Why do you want to work for PTC and not a different technology company? Because in the end, in Barcelona, there's many of us. The best tip I could give is do your research. Obviously, you don't have to come to the interview as the absolute expert in PTC, but that you know a little bit about what we are and what we do. On the other side, the best tip I can give is try not to be too nervous. I understand it's a job interview. It's always a nervous situation. You want to perform well, but the more relaxed you are, the more at ease you will feel, and the more natural the conversation will go.
Yeah, if I can add something on this answer, super right, Pauline. What I would add also is an advice. So remember to be yourself. So be authentic. No point to jeopardize or hide anything. And second, think out loud. So if you're reflecting and we are asking you to make some examples or like a scenario question, reflect with us, because part of the brain, the brain statement is also to see how do you think and reflect on things.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. And if you can say, what question is always there in your interviews? Can you give some tips for our candidates?
My interview question that I always ask is, why are you interested in an internship at PTC?
Mine is super easy peasy, but people usually does some mistake, which is tell me 3 strengths and 3 areas of improvement. I do it because I just want to know what's the self perception of the candidate on himself or herself, and actually people sometimes they're not able to answer, so I'm doing it on purpose.
And I always ask about your experience with the diversity with different cultures, because as we have people from all over the world, we really want someone who is interested in continuing that experience with us. So it's one that's always there.
Great. I'm sure that our candidates are very grateful about your answers. And speaking about diversity, we have also a question about that. You have said that there are many nationalities here in Barcelona and all over the world in your offices. How do you manage this match between different diverse spectrum? No, how do you manage that? How do you that you match your team with so different backgrounds and origins, etc.?
Mm-hmm. Well, I can start answering this question. Number one is communication. That's the only thing that really which we start, because if we don't understand what one person means or feels or wants to do, then it's very difficult to get things done. And to help with that communication, we also have a lot of those social events. We want people to know each other. We want them to have fun together. And when they know each other, then they can cooperate better. I don't know if Pauline or Lisa want to add something.
Yeah, it's everybody's experience. It's super natural. So when you enter in the office and you have your colleague from UK, the other one from Germany, the other one from Cabo Verde, it's like, okay, it's super normal. I will work with these people and I will find a way to get to know them, get to know their history, their culture, etc. At the end of the day, you have the feeling that yes, you're working in Spain, but you're actually working a bit all over the world, no? So it's actually part of the growing experience to get to know, to communicate with people that have very different ways sometimes to say something. Respect.
Mm-hmm. And it's not we none of us have the right way how to do these things. So we're not going to be ever experts because each person is different. So it's also fine to make a mistake if we learn from it. That's why we have to be responsible. We have to listen to others and improve. That's exactly what we should be doing in every part of our lives.
Very interesting. And when you have said that you encourage people to have fun, no, when you incorporate or within your team, here they are asking, how do you do that? Do you doing it on weekends? You get out having dinner, or you in the work time, or how do you do this fun? How did you find this fun?
So, for example, this evening, I'm going to meet the other interns for drinks because some people are finishing their internship these days and some are joining. So yeah, drinks are part of fun in terms of like after like after work drinks, or we actually do a lot of sports together. We're a super sportive team. I mean, we I consider myself, but not so much. So we play paddle, or we bought a net and we're playing beach volley in Bogatel. We organize trip outside Barcelona together. It's part of the concept of a PTC family. So it's very spontaneous. It's not even very structured. It's coming from the bottom. We are all expats, with the exception of course we also have some Spanish people, but we are all expats, so we naturally hang out together outside.
And there is another question here, an important one. What do I need to be successful in my career in PTC?
Okay, it's related a bit, maybe this question, to the attitude one. So if you are curious and you are eager to learn and to grow, that's the best place to do it, because you can also grow pretty fast in terms of career development. If you are flexible and being young, I think it also means that you have to have this kind of attitude to be ready to handle different situations. If you are flexible, you accept the change, you embrace it, and you saw opportunities in the change, I think that I mean you can easily and fastly succeed in the company.
And we have time to two more questions. One is, which is the process of onboarding for junior candidates? I would say internships now, no? Because it's in September.
It's a good one, but actually the onboarding program is the same in all the roles of the company. So we're not doing a reduced onboarding only because you're a junior, but you want you to have the same tools and sources to learn than the full-time people. So it may change maybe the first product line in which you can be like more skilled, but then it's the same, absolutely the same.
And another person is asking, which departments are there in Barcelona of PTC? Which departments you have there? You have the marketing, for example, all the departments, or just part of the departments?
Well, we have our inside sales department, HVS. Then we have, for example, as well, our compliance, sales, renewals, cloud services, deal desk, which is more operational, sales enablement, partner management, and of course, HR and talent acquisition. We also have our pre-sales department, so more technical part of the job, let's say. So there's a lot of different possibilities.
Great. I would like to ask you to say bye-bye, to say with something inspiring for the candidates. We know that you have many candidates signing up that has signed up. They want to hear from you. They are asking also if you're going to contact them. We hope so, that you're going to contact them. And then if you would like to finish your presentation saying something directly to our candidates.
Well,
to finish.
Thank you all for coming. We hope that this conference has been interesting to you, that you're excited to come work for PTC. And yes, be assured that if you when you apply on Job Barcelona, I will definitely contact you back and resolve any other questions that you might have.
Great. Thank you so much. Congratulations for this presentation, for you three participating. This is great to get to know PTC, and we think that it's a great company to develop a career. And thank you very much for participating in Job Barcelona. Now I'm going to.
Thank you, Billy.
Thank you to you. Now I'm going to introduce for the next conference. We are going to have tips para afrontar un proceso de selección siendo junior a las 5 de la tarde, en 10 minutos. Muchísimas gracias, equipo de PTC. Gracias.
Gracias.
Un abrazo.
Adiós.
Adiós.
Adiós, que vaya bien.